And hello, welcome back to the Alexandrian Codex. I am Alex, this is Stellaris, playing the Star Trek New Horizons mod. We are playing as the United Federation of Planets, and do I have on? Yeah. Federation view, we just incorporated the Weridian Diaspora, which is pretty cool. It's really cool, actually. Can you come down here and survey this? I have this angry man and this angry man to sort out, so I should grab a fleet. Just any old fleet, the 4th fleet, I guess. Send them up here to take care of this. The Devore Imperium are a protectorate of ours, which is cool, but also terrifying because that could be a potential conflict against the Borg in the somewhat near future, which is not something that I am exactly keen on getting involved with, but avoiding it also seems problematic in its own ways. Now, if I jumped into Light's End here, I'm considering building or upgrading a starbase here so we can take advantage of a Hawking laboratory. An orbital science center requires nothing, so we could get a decent amount of science here. Could I build a luxury or museum? I don't think so. Requires an own planet in the system. Okay, we would be missing out on Unity. Well, it cannot be denied that the intoxicating effects of Crest Prime's atmosphere are enjoyable and even helpful in some cases. There's a pressure from more conservative parts of the United Federation planets to crack down on the possibly addictive gases. Nah, I'm sure it's fine. Gotta get that gas. It's a concerning thought that the United Federation is encouraging people to huff fumes, but yeah, well, living let live, maybe. The Federation is really interesting in the fiction, as it is a place where most people are straight edge. The vast majority of people do not drink. If they do, they drink synth ale because they don't need to get drunk anymore, which is one of the most asinine things I've ever heard offered in fictional media. Like, we don't need to get drunk. We're so advanced. Well, no one needs to get drunk. That's not why you get. It's not why you drink. You don't drink because you have to. You drink because you want to. And the endorphins that you get, I suspect, would not change in the next 100 years. Humanity would not become so enlightened and advanced that they no longer enjoy a drink every once in a while. With the original series, the Kirk's Enterprise, holy shit, there was a lot of drinking. Like, one of the first scenes in the pilot episode is just people sharing a drink and complaining about something. Like, the McCoy tells people to drink is like a form of medication. Like, it really highly dates the show where doctors are still like, no, you need to get you a glass of whiskey. That'll take care of all your problems. Maybe throw in a cigar with that too. Good doctoring. Quality doctoring. We have 83 processed dilithium. Hell yeah, and 0 raw dilithium. Cool. Taking advantage of all of the dilithium we have. That is very exciting. I think I'm gonna do a thing here. I'm gonna go into planetary docks. I'm gonna make construction ships. And the reason I'm making construction ships is not because I want to expand our borders much more quickly, but because there are deposits here that haven't been taken advantage of, and yeah, part of it is I want to expand our borders as well. Just suture this up as quickly as possible. Zen Kathy have been given association status in the Beta Rigel Pact. No! Don't join that weird coalition. Cultural Nexus is done. It's been a while, but it's finally done. Commercial Nexus. This is an Empire-unique building, an enormous trading hub for interstellar civilian traders, or freighters and traders, most interstellar financial institutions and commodity exchanges have a large presence here, if not their main planetary headquarters. What does it do, though? It sounds interesting, I just don't know what it does. Naval capacity increased by 40. Ooh boy. 40, huh? Not doing much for me. This is the cheapest tech. Might mean it's worth going into. Yeah, let's just go for the cheapest tech. Now let's take a look at where I can build this building. Alright, so we're producing 15 food here, way more than we need. That means this 10 food can be cut off. How? Oh, okay. So either this 12 or this 10 can be reduced. I'll get rid of this, replace it with a... I can't. Can I only build it here? Okay, I'm producing 24 food here, so I can replace it here if possible. What? What? Okay, so I got Cultural Nexus. This is an Empire-unique building. It's a cultural building. Why can I not build it? Well, okay, I'm confused. Instead, I see that we're overproducing food here by 20. Wow, that's great. Okay, so I can plop down a heroic landmark here, which we can continue upgrading. Can switch this out for a trading center, which can get upgraded as well. How's Mars doing? -3. Don't talk to me. -18. Bad. 15. Yeah, alright, let's talk to this. So one of these can go. Not that it has to. Let's get a trading center. You are not overproducing anything right now. It's just good to take stock every once in a while. So we are producing 10 food here. 10 is not in excess. Ah, this 8 can go, though. Ooh, this 8 should go. But fuck you, Sector AI. Why did you build a food... something making food over something that could making a science? That is... bad. Real bad. Alright, we'll switch that out. Cool. Malona Prime. Are we overproducing food here? We are. 17 in excess. The lowest we are producing in any slot is 13, so one of these 13s can go. Is there anything worthwhile to replace it with? I mean, hell, energy would be worth replacing it with. Would it? I mean, I say that and then yeah, energy is worth replacing it with. So let's pop down a... just power plant. Beta Prime, how are we doing on food production? Only 5 over. Okay, nope, you're good. Beta Prime A, nah. Murphy Prime, you are overproducing by 20. Yeah, we can shake some things up here. You're producing 12, you're producing 14, you're producing 11. So if one of them has to go, it should be the 11. This has a mineral deposit, so if I build anything... I'm building a trading center, but if I build anything else, it should have been minerals. Eta Serpentis, you are way underproducing. Dang. Alpha Chameleonis, underproducing. Joret Prime is underproducing for now, but they should be producing enough. This is overproducing by 25. So that means this 10 and one of the 12s can go. Do either of the 12s have a different deposit on it? No. Does the 10? No. Okay. Well, switch out the 10 for more energy. And we'll switch out one of these 12s for... Does this have anything? No, really. Okay, more energy. We could pop down the Alien Visitor Center, but I don't love that, and none of the rest of this is sticking out to me. It's cool. Provides FTL inhibitor. It's interesting that FTL inhibitors are built on planets rather than on starbases. It's a hell of a lot more inconvenient. Mather Prime is underproducing. Grabber Prime, for now at least, is underproducing. Okay, well... I'm confused why we can't build the Cultural Nexus. I'm hoping that the Cultural Nexus is just an upgrade for the Heroic Landmark. And it's just like the final phase that you can only build on your capital world, but we'll find out. We shall suss it out. Child Genius, hell yeah. Should not have paused there. Ganges, can you get Tolbrick? Yeah. Push this border. There's not much pushing that can be done, but just get what we can. Because that's less to integrate later on. Jupiter Station is, still producing one of our fleets. 5th Fleet. Right, and the 5th Fleet doesn't have leadership. Yeah, we're going to start running into leadership problems from here on out as far as our fleets go, because we can produce a lot of ships, but our fleet capacity is fairly limited. So unless I want to start switching out scientists, and I may, I'm gonna run into some issues. We do have a glut of scientists. So it wouldn't be the end of the world. Refracting shields is interesting, not immediately useful. Phaser Cannon 2 is actually super useful. This wouldn't be Planet Unique makes people happier. Now let's go for Phaser Cannon 2. Phaser Cannon 2 would improve all of our fleets. Might be worth getting for that reason.
Establishing colony.
There we go. Go. Can't build a research station here. Why? What is... Oh, we're colonizing Shay. Yep, that'd be why. Or we're terraforming it. That's fine. Go build there. Want you to build in the ridge system. Want you to grab that, and I want you to grab that. Just hurrying this up. Awesome. Dewa 2 has become colonizable. Dewa 2 is a continental world. Ooh, who are the lucky species that are going to get this? The Trill, really? Malcorians maybe are more deserving, but they're nomadic, so they'll move around to these planets. Yeah, let's give the Trill another world. Colonize Earth. Trill. Is this fine? This is better. The bonus to those mineral deposits should be pretty enjoyable. Now the Husnox have declared the Gorn hegemony, their rivals, and the Suliban and the Gorn, you know, they've grabbed a lot of territory, the Suliban at least, compared to what they normally do, but they have, what, 1 planet? Yeah, 1 planet. And the Gorn have 2 planets, so that's a total of 3 planetary invasions, and they're done. Whereas the Husnox have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's a decent amount. That's actually quite a decent amount. Color me impressed. Happily impressed. Zinkethi Coalition has declared the Zinkethi Interplanetary Hierarchy as their rival. Alright, what? The Zinkethi Interplanetary Hierarchy are rebels of the Zinkethi. We don't border you. We can't invite you into a coalition. You are fanatic egalitarian xenophiles. Why can't I invite you to our coalition? Our opinion, mutual threats? Yeah, okay, let's sort that opinion modifier out. Communications, active sensors. Let's just dial this up. You should like me for this. If you don't, I will be saddened. Yeah. Invite the coalition, minus 1,000. Euridian League and Kelpian Duchy say no. You bastards. This is an excellent opportunity, you fucks. Oh, whatever. Lost to bureaucracy due to a major clerical error. Parts of Sigma Draconis 5 have fallen behind in infrastructure maintenance and accommodation services. Damn it, we must invest in this area. We gain unity. Unfortunate, we gain slums on it. Yeah, goodbye, influence. It's good having you while you were around. Just go ahead and manually build some stuff here, because the sector AI seems to have been ignoring this planet. God damn it. Well, at least they built a heritage museum. To their credit, they built a heritage museum, and they have been building one thing at a time, it looks like, so it's something.
Survey complete.
The perverse interest in alien cultures prevalent without the United Federation of Planets is an affront to the universe. Yeah, but who's saving you from the Borg, assholes? Us. Don't give me that attitude. I will drop this protectorate. I won't, because if I let the Borg eat you, then they have even more population to pull from and an even larger fleet to field. So, it's an empty threat, but don't make me feel bad. Murphid, upgrade this trading center.
Complete.
It's not a significant amount of more unity and science we're getting, but any increase is a good increase. Yep, this is cheap. Probably won't do much for us. I'm gonna have to go with command school. It makes our admirals and generals cheaper to recruit. Woo! Learning from military mistakes of the past is vitally important when our entire species' existence is on the line.
Construction complete.
True enough. Whole bunch of constructed outpost stuff. Very cool. Building me mining stations. We are such a weird blob. My refusal to go to war with anyone in interest of dedicating those resources to just expanding has created we have this very ooze-like, amoeba-like style going on. We just squeeze into any opening we can find and fill it. Alright, well that's another fleet done. Do I save up for another? Yeah, probably. Because each of these fleets is impressive, but 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. We're getting to the point where I'm step by step a little less afraid of the Borg.
Construction complete.
But they still consider us equivalent, and they've been going to war with people who are equivalent to them for quite some time. I want to scare them off. I want to either scare them off or be able to punch their teeth in if it comes to it.
Initiating communications.
Trillium D? Nah, get out of here. Ultima Thule, I'm gonna wait to move on Omarak until we have a science ship down here so we can survey this and move into it very quickly. Hopefully quickly enough that nobody else will make a land grab for it, but you never know. Who am I integrating right now? No one, right? We, our last thing was to integrate the Valerian... Oh my god, I've already forgotten what they were. The Viridian diaspora over here. Which is, it's kind of weird calling it a diaspora if you still have your homeland. Ooh, dang, why are you so unhappy? Your faction is really pissed.
Survey complete.
Okay, Christ. Trappist 1F is done. You are in arid world. Means Callus species will be moving in. Okay, I think I can handle this. Colonize. Callus Prime. Callus species. I did it! Alright, yeah, you get Trappist 1F. And then Trappist 1H is also finished. Trappist 1H is now a continental world. So we need to look at our species, who are the Trill still. Huh. The Trill are really gonna jump in population. because of me doing this so consistently, but that's not a problem. That is the goal. Got TRAPPIST-1H. Clear these so I don't think I forgot about them.
Construction complete.
Let's go Fleet Manager, create a new fleet. Now this new fleet's going to be based out of, oh hey, Jupiter Station, how weird. And it's going to be a bunch of heavy escorts? Weird. Who could have guessed that? So we still need to wait until we have 10,000 minerals to wrap that up. But it's moving.
Founded.
Is this? No, not under my control. TRAPPIST-1D is ready for colonization. TRAPPIST-1D is also a continental world. Okay. It feels silly giving all these worlds to the Trill. They produce slowly, that's why their population is still so low, but it's not going to be that low forever. What's next up? Malcorian? You're nomadic, charismatic. Yeah, let's find some Malcorians to give this to. He says, realizing how difficult it might be to find Malcorians. It wasn't difficult at all. I found them. It's done. Easy. No problem. Not at all difficult. I'm pretty happy with that. Minor mandate fulfilled. 1,000 more unity. In 5 months, we'll be able to either pick dynamic ecnomorphism, which improves habitability by 5% on all populations for all planets, which is great, or give us another governor level cap. Our governor's level currently increases resource production. Okay. Building speed and clear blocker time is reduced. So that resource production is pretty significant. I'm two minds about it. I don't know what's the better choice. I mean, eventually we're going to get both, so I suppose it doesn't matter all that much. Habitability is probably going to be better in the long run, because our governor is only overseeing our systems, whereas habitability includes every sector. Yeah, that's probably the smarter way to do this. Walter Raleigh is finally done here. Gonna go into Kittimer and make a construction ship just to work here.
Construction complete.
Challenger 3 is done with what I wanted it to do, so I'm kind of done with it. Goodbye. It's a pretty expensive habit I picked up here, spending several hundred on construction ships and then just doing one thing with them and throwing them away. Post-scarcity economies, man. Weird stuff happens.
Construction complete.
It'd be better if I could recycle them. But instead I just throw them to the wind. Wow. Yeah, the Karemen themselves haven't had their capital. Ooh, yep, the Karema did fall. So their new systems haven't fallen, but their allies are mostly occupied, including the wormhole system, the all-important unexplored wormhole system. Can I? Wait a minute. Can I explore the wormhole? Walter Raleigh. Can I right-click and requires exploration? What? What do you mean requires exploration? Oh, whatever. It's either working as intended or not working as intended. House of Ostil are in a non-aggression pact with the Husnock Ascendancy. Don't love that. Doesn't immediately or directly impact me, but I still don't love it. Shenandoah. Ah, yeah. You go build Starbase here. This is what you were built for.
Construction complete.
Done up here in Turbik. Okay, so this is getting surveyed, which is cool. I'd like to move in up here. Can I? Yeah, I can't. Oh, well, I don't have enough influence. Okay. It might be possible for me to steal some of these. I'd really like Titus. Titus has Rhodinium. It has Gallicite. Do I have Gallicite? I don't have I have Gallicite. Okay, I was gonna say, fuck, I need that. But more importantly, it has raw dilithium. It also has Latinum, Chellium-D. It has some really good mineral deposits as well. I'd be very, very happy to be able to move in here. I can, in fact, move in here. So, no. If this is the first one we jump to, we grab this so I can continue jumping in here. So we're gonna grab the Worthless Crutcher system. Alejandro, I can't take. Just go to June. Fuck it. If we have to take something we already don't order, just go to June. Give me. Food output of all farms is increased by 10%. That might not be bad, actually. But I'm gonna go for habitability for now. Unemployment, huh? That's a shame. Nothing I can really do about that, seeing as there's nothing I want to build here at the moment, but yeah, sure. Okay, you're gonna go in here. This is gonna get eaten up, and then we're pretty much done in here. This needs to get eaten up. So yeah, then we can redirect ourselves with 3 or 4 or 5 ships to moving in there. Yeah, I feel good about that. I'm not feeling good about our current level of influence, that I tanked it, but sometimes you have to do uncomfortable things for the greater good. Or for the impatience. For the sake of expediency and impatience. It's a headache-inducing number of things on screen. It's very cool. It's also exhausting to look at. Context is a lot of what gives... It's a lot of what gives this mod so much more teeth than Stellaris. Cultural context or historical context or fictional context even makes me have feelings about the Hirogen or the Dosi or the Dosai or whatever, or the Tholians or the Cardassians or the Federation various members. Like I have preconceived notions and opinions and thoughts and feelings and associations with all of them, which makes getting immersed, getting invested, buying in is a lot easier, right? Because I've already bought into media properties featuring these things before. Stellaris offers you to make your own, sort of. It's not completely make your own, it's make your own fiction within the context of this fiction that we've established boundaries for. So it feels like there's a framework, and it's an okay framework, but within that framework you're supposed to create your own narrative that it doesn't feel like there's enough meat there or a good enough skeleton to build off of for me. Like, it's been enjoyable, but the lack of overarching narrative, the lack of meaningful diplomacy, the stupidity of the AI has ruined my ability to get as immersed as I used to be in this game. Just really more on me than on the fine folks of Paradox. But it was a very intentional choice. Like, if you lean too heavily into one intellectual property or one existing fiction, then you might limit your appeal to the audience that already understands and is already attracted to that fiction or that IP or whatever. But if you go for something more neutral, that can hit a more broad approach and sell better. I'm going to go with Prospectors Union here. The lowliest workers are easily forgotten in a galactic scale bureaucracy, and without someone to advocate for their interests, these forgotten workers can easily become disaffected. Centralized representation for laborers increases perception of fairness and good governance throughout our empire. Increases fleet command limit by 25, which should ease my struggle of all of these fleets needing a leader and not being able to afford that many. Okay, we can begin accession talks. I'm just gonna go to research focus. Research programs. Tellarites. Ritualized debating. Fierce debate improves your faction influence gain within your empire. Doing it. I'm gonna pause. Did I gain access to that? I did. Ritualized debating is free. Faction influence gain plus 20%. Damn! Tellarites take great pleasure in arguing for the sake of seeing who can come up with better reasoning and supporting evidence. Although this has led to great misunderstandings, once their culture became understood, this concept led to an openness and willingness to confront ideas and the established order, in turn leading to a society governed by reason, rather than tradition and spiritualism. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. It will finish instantly. Hell yes. Alright, so 9.69. That might not go up. That might not change. If it doesn't, well, that's understandable. Well, the thing we were researching is gone. Colonial centralization. Because it's cheap. 9.69 might already be improved. I cannot tell. That's probably already the improved version. Because there is a hard limit to how much factions can give influence, and we're butting up against that with a number of our factions. Yeah, 6.96 is already improved. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a small difference, but it'll accumulate, and I should have gotten that a long, long time ago. That'll make it easier to incorporate more peoples into the Federation in the future. Alright. There's no influence for you to do anything. Ridge, there's no influence for you to do anything. We'll cut down on the number of construction ships now. Try to slow things down a little bit.
Construction complete.
Yep, you wrap up Meridian and then that is your purpose.
Construction complete.
Header is done.
Colony established.
Goodbye, I have too many of you running around. Colony established. Great. Give me minerals? You want Trillium D. Do I have Trillium D? How much? I have 13 Trillium D. Yeah, sure. You know what? You got yourself a deal. I guess I can stand apart with one of these 13 identical things that don't stack. I suppose. More science, more fraggin' science. The Dominion now guarantees the independence of the Darien Union. Really? Alright. Weird, but okay. The Borg are still not moving in here. Oh, sorry, on the Vaadwaur. Are they moving in? No. Still not moving in. They're still eating up the Talaxians who, by all accounts, are dead. I'm sure there's nothing left on this planet except Borg at this point, or very little except for Borg. The United Congress of Benea amazes me that they're still alive. Their independence is guaranteed by the Dominion, so it could be that the Dominion is still strong enough to intimidate the Borg into not attacking. I kinda doubt it, though. If they're at war with the Vaadwaur without caring, then the Dominion probably don't scare them very much. Give me mining stations. Delightful. We're back down to 5 construction ships, which is a more sustainable number. So the new fleet is still being constructed, right? Yeah, Jupiter's station is hard at work, doing what it does best. Dry docks are strange to me. I don't understand exactly what it is that dry docks do. They have armor plating, Enhanced worker bees. Okay, so they just improve daily hull and armor regeneration. Okay. I guess if it were really urgent to repair fleets and send them back out, this makes sense. Listening posts do what exactly? They have long range.
Survey complete.
Okay, this is another terraformable world. I know it, so I'm not even looking at it. Light defense station. All right, this just shoots stuff. This is invisible, or at least hard to see, and does damage to things. This lets you see further, which is not really a concern for us, and this repairs faster. Okay. I have a decent grip on what all that does. So get rid of this. Not glacial, not colonizable. Is surveyed. Can I... You don't include... See, what I was wanting was the... terraforming candidates. They are on here. Okay, good. Sort by this. Because these terraforming candidates should be... We go over to Galvin. Galvin is now within my sphere of influence. So Galvin 3 should be terraformable. But I don't have advanced glacial terraforming, so never mind. It's not. It may be in the far future, but that'll take an even more advanced terraforming tech that I don't yet have.
Construction complete.
Mars! Not Mars. Mars! Yeah, we have a lot of science ships. Maybe an unnecessary number of science ships.
Construction.
House of Osto, how much do you hate us? Nope, sorry, those are the Klingons. Mev, indeed, but you... not into it. Another terraforming candidate discovered. Hell yeah. But it'll take some time. Do I automate you? I guess I automate you. So my plan was I would decrease the number of scientists we have as they died. But our leaders are living hundreds of years. Many decades. Which is good, ostensibly, but it also makes it hard to transition to a more naval focus, if you will. Yep, make a new fleet. Jupiter Station, assign it, give me heavy escorts, and build. Colonial development speed increased. Doesn't seem that exciting, but it's quite good. I suppose Prospectors Union, there we go. Now we can actually research it. The Destiny 2 seems to be having some issues. Can you no longer reach your assigned world? No. Nope. You can, but you just won't for some reason. Okay, yeah, go there, buddy. Persepolis, Curie, the Curie 8. Yeah, we've Dawkins 8, and we built a few ships in our time.
Construction complete.
just few. Alright, you can go all the way here and get the Irish system. That would be delightful. Get your Irish up. Jin. Titus is what I really want here. I don't think the Vatwar are in a position to be expanding, seeing as, you know... the Borg finally occupied a couple of systems, including their homeworld. God damn it. Yeah, the Vatwar are having a bad time. They may not survive, and by that I mean I'm willing to bet that they won't survive. Urtok is fully surveyed, so Claris, let's go in here, planetary dock, give me a construction ship. So we can eat that up. How's this going? Oh, you were taking sweet time, my dude. Sweet time. That's okay. We'll get there eventually. Bum, bum. Ba, 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 ba. The game has really spoiled me with how ships have changed their appearance over time. Now I just want them to keep changing and becoming newer and newer and cooler, but I think we're at the last generation of ships. Unless there's... No, there shouldn't be a later tier, as far as I'm aware.
Establishing colony. Construction complete.
I feel kind of terrible for these early space age civilizations because almost to a one, they've wiped themselves out rather than ascending on the galactic stage, which is horrifying. Antigons. I have Antigons? I have Antigons. Wait, where the fuck do I have Antigons? Hold on. Expansion planner. I have Antigons? I have Antigons. Okay. Is colonizable. 40%. Yeah, this pelagic world. Give me... Oh, Antigons. Sorry. See, what am I thinking of? Antedians. Yeah, Antedians I need. I can actually... No, integrating them would absorb them completely. It would not make them into Federation members. Bad. Don't do that, Alex.
Construction complete.
You learned this lesson before. Right, Dietrich. Going up to Batten. Claris. Just gonna move to Urtok. But hopefully by the time you're there, you can actually make good on that.
Construction complete.
Let's see how this construction's going. Alright, that'll be fully reinforced when it's done. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 separate fleets. Iridium. What is iridium? How much of it do I have? Uridium. Uridium. Oh my god, there's so many things. Uridium we have 16 of. You're only giving me 300. No. No, I require more minerals for whatever it is that I don't remember. If I'm giving you something, I expect a hefty tithe. Still haven't lost a single heavy escort. I know I'm jinxing it by saying it, but that's pretty impressive. So, Trevano's gonna go survey this next. Then you're gonna survey this. All be hunky-dory. I wanna check on where all of our folks are, just to make sure nobody's idling, stuck in orbit somewhere. That looks good. Grissom is an ultimate. Yo. Walker is doing great. Tradewind is doing good. Trabano, yep. You're in McAfee, and you're in Kamara. Great. It won't be until they try to survey the Herc or Voth homeworlds that will run into problems again, or the Cytherians down here. But hopefully we'll never run into that problem. I mean, we will, but can still hope.
Survey complete.
So you should be building something, probably. Let's just move you over to Poland so you can build that when you're ready. What? Now, if anything, these Defiants should perform better than the ones in the past, as we have made marginal upgrades for them. Their evasion should be slightly better. That's about it, actually. So their power is worse, their evasion is better. I don't think their weapon damage is any better. It might be. Is this the first one we built? It might be. This is the namesake for the class, the Defiant. Yeah, I'm sure you'll continue doing fine. USS Santa Maria. Yeah, I got a job for you. As soon as this is sorted out. One tough little ship. is definitely an excellent way to describe this class. I'm very impressed. Now, go down to Myrtle to repair, then after that we're gonna go take out this system. Ooh, 16k. Yeah, this isn't fucking around. That might actually that will give us a run for our money. Let's be smart about that. First Fleet, are you doing anything important? No. So First Fleet, why don't you head up here as well? To Shay. Second Fleet, you are pending fleet action, which is pretty important. The 5th and 3rd Fleets, let's move them up here as well. I don't want to lose experienced ships unnecessarily. I've learned my lesson from my past mistakes. Well, they start out experienced, but experience is goddamn hard to accumulate, given that these only have almost 300, so let's be careful about losing any of them. Alright, that improvement's done. I know I've been focusing very heavily on improving our fleets, more than I have been on, you know, our star bases, but that should be, in some ways, a very welcome change from my earlier habits of just ignoring our fleet and focusing on the star bases. Yep, Cultural Nexus is the last version of this, so you do upgrade from a Cultural Forum to a Cultural Nexus. Right, and you will have a Cultural Forum? You do. Okay, cool. You're a xenophobe. Really? You're xenophobic and you're in my home system. We have Zinkethi refugees. Oh, God. That does not bode well. Alright, well, welcome aboard, Zinkethi. Reptilian, so your population growth speed is great, habitability is a little worse, army health is wonderful, natural physicists, and strong. Yeah, Zinkethi are pretty fucking dope. How bad? How bad is it? Pretty bad. So the Zinkethi Coalition is all that's left, and the Zinkethi Rebels are left as well. Cardassians are now more sizable, more respectable in scale. It's funny, that should probably incentivize me to want to mess with them less, but it actually makes me want to mess with them more. Now, it is midnight, but I've only been recording this session for like 47 minutes. I'm gonna keep going for like another 10 or 15 or something like that. So I'm not ending at exactly midnight tonight. Close enough, though. We're slowly repairing. Delightful. What do we... Yeah, we are about to get better phaser cannons. I'd really love it if we had access to tech that gave us more leaders, though truthfully we have had access to tech that gave us more leaders. I just turned them all into scientists. And now to get one more admiral, I'd have to get rid of 2 scientists, and that doesn't really seem worth it to me. Not really. I'd rather people just die and move on. This will increase our starbase capacity, which is actually good. It's not the coolest thing to pick up, but if I can better reinforce over here, it doesn't look like it needs to be better reinforced. Well, you know, I'll put it somewhere. I'll put it to use. There we go. More mining stations, another research station, intergalactic expansion 2, multiphasic planetary shield, immunity to orbital bombardment. That's very cool. Much better hulls, or better army strength, or elite fighters. Unlocks the final fighter craft for your empire that can launch from hangar bays to harass enemy vessels. It's cool. This will improve ship design to another level. I'm gonna go ahead and get... I feel obligated to go after the cheapest one, but what I really want is this monotanium hull. Monotanium is a metallic alloy typically used in the armor plating of Hirogen warships and space stations. It is also has the added effect of scattering targeting beams. Pretty cool. Alright, this is spatial shield refractor. Pretty good. We're not using it, but pretty good. That's okay. Beam fire rate increased by 5%. That's very cool. I have the feeling this is a repeatable tech. Yes, this sounds like a repeatable tech, so let's go with artificial Krieger waves. Krieger waves are a promising means of generating power outside normal nuclear reactor processes. They can also be harnessed as a potential weapon. But before we unpause, let's go... we're building these, so I can't upgrade them. Yes, I'm gonna have to wait until Jupiter Station is done doing its thing. We now have 3 new space stations that we can make. I'm honestly very tempted just to plop them down in orbit of black holes. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Complete.
But it would... I've mixed feelings. Yeah, let's do that. Let's find black holes and make a few of these, because the physics output is... it's hard to say no to. So I think that's the only black hole that we have in our... I was about to say southern area, but there's number 2 and number 3. Number 3. If there are 2, there are 3. That is a totally baseless statement, and it's not actually true, but it sounded true, didn't it? Is this a nebula? What? Is there something special I can build here? Let's see, like, Main command hub. Main command hub. No. Deluxe restaurant. Let's see. Nebula refinery. This is not inside of a nebula. I don't see any nebula. Can I... I kind of wish I could turn this off. Well, I guess the Delphic Expanse is probably a nebula. There should probably be a terrain map mode. That would make this a little bit easier to see. But whatever. Do we have a black hole down here? No, we have a pulsar. And none up here. There's one right there. None bordering the Romulans. Ah, there we go. Alright, so that's 54, 55, and 56 constructed. Get me Titus. Give me that dilithium, that sweet, sweet fruit. And then I'll probably just expand the Lambda Serpentis system to include Titus, so we can take advantage of that dilithium on some unimportant world, rather than wasting a slot on a more specialized planet. I say specialized. I was complaining earlier about how I can't specialize, but you get it. Prospectors Union is done. Leader recruitment cost is garbage. War exhaustion gain reduction is actually very good if I'm in a war. That makes us quit slower. What does this do? Crew suites. What do you unlock? The tools of war, more things. I'm gonna go with Master Situation Monitor. Why not? The Master Situation Monitor summarizes a huge amount of data monitored by the Starship's computer into a single display for the ship's bridge officers. This streamlined system allows the commanders, engineers, and tactical officers to ascertain the most important variables affecting the vessel's performance quickly, allowing them to make informed decisions even in the chaos of battle. What the fuck is this? Where is this supposed to be going? I don't know. Trill. I don't know. Just disband it, I guess, because I'm not seeing anything 40% or higher that is colonizable and not being colonized. It's a trick. Or I've probably just forgotten, but it's a trick. Alright, 4th Fleet, move up to Shay. I'm gonna be waiting a little while for the other fleets, for the, 1st, 5th, and 3rd to meet up with, but I'd rather go in way too heavy into the Noonan system than go in and suffer any losses. Why do something the easy way when you can go way over the top with it? Jesus, these are still upgrading. Oh, these are upgrading. I just assigned them to upgrade. Yeah, okay. Trade depots. Of course they're still upgrading, Alex. You just finished them. Upgrade this. This is still upgrading. This is upgrading all on its own. Give you an orbital museum. What's it saying can be upgraded? It's already upgrading. Okay, whatever. Trade depot. Promenade, upgrade. Trade depot. Promenade? No, you have a promenade. Good for you. Orbital museum, upgrade. Trade depot. Orbital museum, upgrade. And that's all that I can afford to upgrade. Let's plop in some other stuff here. Orbital prison, nah. Deluxe restaurant. Would you rather have a prison or a restaurant? Well, I guess it probably depends on the situation, right? But would you rather go to a prison or go to a restaurant? A little less circumstantial, huh? Upgrade that, upgrade that. Who the fuck is this? No. No, it's a terrible deal. I will not take that. Ah, man, the Borg are very interesting in that they just take planets. They don't have to sue for peace. They just eat shit. Which is very, very different. Now, the Kremen are holding this core decently well. I don't know how long that'll last for. I'd love to see the Dominion extract their revenge and retake their systems and grow. I want the Dominion to do well just because fictionally they've done well. Oh god, the Borg. Yeah, we kind of need to rush for the Herc and grab this so they can't grab this. And maybe move up into here and try to secure as much as possible to slow down the Borg rate of expansion. That's contingent primarily on us being able to actively, meaningfully resist the Borg. Which is what I'm hoping is demonstrated. We prove that we are capable of, and we demonstrate that in the next few fleet actions. Okay, that should increase our fleet limit quite a bit. I'm actually at the point where that dilithium is looking really tempting because I want to process it, and I might go back. This is something future Alex should remember. I should go back and process the dilithium and make sure that all the dilithium processors are upgraded and up to date. I know I'm not going to do that, but that's something I should go back and check. So that would be very, very helpful. Now each of these will be 9 Defiance. That's a pretty badass wing. Okay. I don't think there's any Nope. Now I can only fund individual initiatives? That's odd. Begin a session talks, then the Wurian Principality only have one system, not really an issue. The Antedian Shoals, if we integrate them, we can colonize all of these damn pelagic worlds. Assuming I haven't just terraformed all the pelagic worlds. they can colonize a few things, and they would be a good fit. The Uridian League are they causing problems? They might be worsening relations with the Rigelians, but wait, the Uridians are independent, aren't you? Yeah, you are. I would much rather eat up the Uridian or the Kelpians, because that would let me move on. Let's do the Uridians? What roads do you like? Kelpian? Savannah? Uridian? We don't have any Kelpians, so let's go for the Kelpian duchies, and I guess low intensity negotiation, because I'm out of influence. There's a lot going on, but hopefully I can remember what the fuck I was doing when it comes down to it. Ultima Thule will go ahead and start building a construction ship right now so that it can be put to use in the Olmarok system.
Survey complete.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to, here on March 1st, 2311, going to stop. It auto-saved. It auto-saved. It crashed, but it auto-saved. I'm going to put in a cut here, and I'm going to stop streaming. This is why I changed auto-save to monthly. Thanks for hanging out. If you are watching on YouTube, there'll be more up tomorrow. Until then, make sure to comment, share, like, subscribe, all that silliness. If you are watching on Twitch, I'll be streaming again. Oh my god. Sunday, definitely, and maybe before that. Maybe tomorrow? I can't remember. Just follow me on Twitter. I'll tweet about it. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you all later. Toodaloo!